Start. Mr. Naresh Kumar, learned counsel appearing on behalf of the appellant, would submit that the High Court has committed a serious error in passing the impugned judgment, as by reason whereof anticipatory bail granted in favour by the learned sessions judge has illegally been cancelled. It was urged that, keeping in view the fact that the appellant had abided by the conditions laid down in the order granting anticipatory bail, and the investigating agency itself having given out that the strict conditions imposed thereby may suitably be relaxed, the High Court must be held to have committed a serious error in passing the impugned judgment. Ms. Jyoti Singh, learned counsel appearing on behalf of the respondent, on the other hand, would contend that the learned additional sessions judge committed a serious error in granting anticipatory bail to the appellant on the premise that the period involved in respect of commission of the offence was 2001-2007, whereas in fact the period involved was 1/4/2005 to 7/10/2006. It was urged that no reliance should have been placed on the statement of the storekeeper of the hospital that the medicines etc. allegedly supplied by the authorized suppliers had been received, inasmuch as he himself, being an accused, must have made such a statement with a view to save his own skin. Appellant was the kingpin, and the amount involved in the matter was about 26 crores, which has been embezzled by the accused without making any supplies and by raising bogus bills. The High Court, in its impugned judgment, has rightly pointed out that there exists a distinction between an appeal from an order granting bail and order of cancellation of bail. For the purpose of grant of bail, the amount involved may be of some relevance, but not the only consideration. The first information report was lodged on 30th November 2006. Appellant was not named therein. His complicity in the commission of the alleged crime came to light only from the statements made by the other accused persons. During investigation, he was granted anticipatory bail subject to the condition mentioned therein. He indisputably complied with the said conditions. According to the appellant, he had produced all books of accounts and has fully been cooperating with the investigating agency. The investigating agency, as noticed hereinbefore, accepted that the conditions for grant of anticipatory bail may be relaxed if the investigating agency itself was satisfied with the conduct of the appellant vis-a-vis of the orders passed by the learned additional judge, and furthermore did not object to relaxation of the conditions of bail. We fail to understand as to on what premise they could approach the High Court for setting aside the order granting bail. Appellant had remained on bail for a long time, the impugned judgment having been passed only on 3/12/2008. If the investigating agency was of the opinion that the custodial interrogation or interrogation of the appellant in presence of the other accused was necessary, the learned sessions judge could have moved in that behalf.